And now I would like to welcome the Eurostars project OPTO-BRAIN. It has successfully brought forward a revolutionary neuromonitoring system for the benefit of patients at the risk of brain damage.
There is a significant number of patients in Europe suffering every year from brain disorders and injuries. According to a study from 2010, there have been more than 8.3 million suffering from stroke in Europe, and about 3.7 million people experience traumatic brain injuries. But the number of trained personnel is constantly decreasing. That means for the industry that we have to provide even better, more accurate monitoring solutions to help the hospitals and the healthcare personnel to do their job and to save patients' lives. So in the hospital, we face two challenges. Number one is that we have to do everything to treat the primary reason for the stroke or the traumatic brain injury, which could be caused by a bleeding or a blockage in the brain vessel. The other challenge is to avoid secondary brain damages, which can lead to partial impairment or even to the death of the patient. There are two critical parameters. One is brain blood flow and the other one is oxygen supply. So for the severe cases, we have developed an invasive probe called Nemo Probe, which is inserted through a bolt and a little hole drilled into the skull of the patient. We send laser light into the brain, and depending on the amount of oxygen, more or less of that light is absorbed. And if you inject a specific liquid into the vessels, you can measure the brain blood flow. The probe measures not only the brain blood flow and oxygen, it's also capable to measure the pressure inside the brain and the temperature, which makes it absolutely unique in that field of neurological monitoring. For all other cases, we have developed a non-invasive patch which can be easily applied to the skin of the patient, and even more can be applied together with a probe to provide a global view of oxygen and of brain blood flow. So to operate the Nemo system and to show the measured data, we have developed a very specific user interface which guides the clinician to place patch or probe. It provides necessary information around the oxygenation and also the key data for the brain blood flow.
And it is a very great experience to come to a product, just to have the idea of a clinical need and to realize a product at the end. And this would not have been possible without Eurostars EUREKA. Thank you very much.
We know that there's a huge demand for our solutions, and we are now busy to commercialize the first products and are really looking forward to see our products used in hospitals around the world.